Hey guys, Rob from Waterholics Art here, and today I want to go through how to create a wet palette. I'm going to apologize to you first. I had recorded this video and did it in the wrong orientation, so the video looked a little goofy. So I already have the palette done here, but I'm going to explain to you what I did. So I took a old CD case here, and that's the first thing you want to do. Just rip one of these in half, and then take a piece of paper towel and cut a piece of paper towel to fit inside this CD case. After you do that, you want to take a damp rag or something, and you want to dampen this entire paper towel. You don't want it sopping wet, but you want it pretty damp. You then want to take a piece of wax paper, again cut that to size, and then lay that, and it will essentially sort of stick itself to that damp piece of paper towel. Now the reason you want to do this is, one, it makes cleanup of your paint super easy. You pretty much take both of these off, you dry off the CD case, you're done. Plus it's pretty cheap and it's effective. The other reason is that the wax paper is somewhat porous, and so that paint you'll see can bleed through the wax paper, but that's okay because when you have the wet paper towel underneath, it actually helps keep the paint on here wetter for a longer period of time. So if you have, especially with acrylic paints where they dry so fast, this is a nice technique to use because you can keep the paint on your palette moist for a longer period of time. That way, if you have several miniatures to paint, it's not always drying out on you so fast, and you use less paint. So this right now, I actually put this paint on here probably about 20 minutes ago, and I know it's still hard to see, but there is still some paint on here that's wet, and I put about 3 or 4 drops of the Vallejo game color on here, and I did base coats for both of these miniatures with that paint, and you can see I still have some that is wet on there. Now if I went ahead and added a little water to it, I could still use more of that paint. So it's a great technique to use. It's cheap, it's effective, and it does a really nice job of preserving your paint, especially if you want to keep a paint on your palette and then take and go ahead and mix it later with other paints. That way you're not, you could put a bunch of one color and then use that color to mix with multiple other colors on your palette. So again, that's how I create a wet palette. It's a very useful technique. Plus the cleanup, like I said, is super easy. You can take both of these off. You can see right here where that paint is. There is nothing to even clean. It's just a little damp. This is actually from me not using a wet palette. The paint's still stuck on the CD case. So I hope this technique works for you. It's something that I don't see a lot of people talk about a whole lot. Most people just pour paint on something and then you end up seeing them clean it off or throwing out whatever it is that they put the paint on. So it's a nice little useful technique, and I hope it helps in your miniatures painting, whether it be models or miniatures. So Rob from Waterholics Art, checking out. If you like this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.